Well, I went tractor hunting. Not really. I just picked up my church retired all their lawn equipment, and I'll show you here in these next couple photos that I literally filled a 14-foot cargo trailer. This is a 2009 LGT2554. It's 25 horsepower Courage V twin. It's not a twin cam single cylinder. I mean, it's way better than that, but it's not a command. It still runs good on its old battery. Somehow that 2012 batteries last as long as it has. It's got a 54-inch deck, which is just mangled. The whole steering is screwed up in this thing. So the front axle, you can't quite tell, but it's been kicked back. The spindles are bent. The steering is all cattywampus, so the wheels kick out. Literally, it's so bad that this tire is literally bald. This thing is in somewhat good condition, minus the rust and that stuff. The rear end is starting to slip. This model was designed to plow, so it's got the rear weights in the back. It's got chains, a lot of good parts on it, and the plow is underneath my four-wheeler. What I'm going to try to do is actually weld some mounts, cut this thing down, and see if I can get it to work on the four-wheeler. Got some more things. The front gears are kind of stripped. It's got electric start, but it cuts off in the middle of the thing. Weed ear, the cap's screwed up, pull cord's halfway out, and it's just wore out. And the list goes on. I got stuff scattered over in the dump trailer and down in the woods. Still gotta get this stuff back down here in the woods from that load. I started putting it in there, and I decided, well, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna keep the scrap. So everything down here, it had a couple cedars, but what happened was the water must have activated the seed that was on it, and it just rusted out everything. So the wheels are locked up, the base is junk. So I've used that to just load up on scrap and haul it down here. So yeah, I want to show you that to you guys, kind of tell you the game plan with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that rear weight mount and mount it to our Husqvarna in the trailer, because our backyard is extremely steep, and what happens is when you're coming up it, you break traction. When you go down it, you break traction. Anything you do on that hill, you break traction. So that will extremely make a big difference. Now this cast iron front axle, I'm going to try to swap it into the man-eater, which is I'll show you in a second. These rear rims are actually they're water and they're 5 lug. So I'm going to take the hubs and the rims and use them on the Jacobsen. Alright, this is the Jacobsen 1998 Jacobsen Homelite LT10. It's got a 2-inch lift in the rear. It's got a 2-inch fender lift. It's got 26 by 12 by 12 TSLs. And the issue with these 26 by 12s is they're reading like a 10.5, 11-inch wide, and 26.5 tall. And what I think I can do is use those wider rims on this 820 and be able to shorten the height of these tires and make them wider instead of jumbo balloon ones. Because the tread it's not flat, it's quite rounded because of that. These are on 3 PSI, and look at them. They're unreal. So I'm hoping to do that, and that should wind out the front end. Well, wind out the rear end to make the front better, because the rear end is 1 inch shorter than the front. I think this is 42 42. And that's 41, or if this is 41, that's 40. I don't remember. But let's go with that. Those rims will probably, I'll have to see if I can make it work on the front of the Montgomery Ward. Here's the 1972 Montgomery Ward variable speed 15. Got a 15 horse cast iron, 27 by 12 vampires, 22 by 12 by 8 woolly boogers up front that are both flat at the moment. I'm getting ready to start building this thing because I have a new carburetor for it and a base gasket. And then we'll see if we can get this thing running, because I've had this since like the end of May of 2018, which is ridiculous. So we're going to get that worked out. This has a Peerless 2300. The rear end is reading 43 inches with these tires, and the front's like 38 and a half, something like that. So this is going to be a very fun build, heavy duty. And that is the man-eater. Normally the 22 by 12 by 8 woolly boogers will be going back on the rear of that. The front's got 20 by 8 by 8 turfs. The front axle is stamped, so it's trashed. It's pretty bad. I gotta rewire everything for that engine, and then yeah, that thing will be good to go. So there's an update on my junk I've picked up and the tractors. Stay tuned. This is a longer video than what I was expecting, but it's what it is.